Let's learn how to find T when you're given Do. The objectives of this lesson are to review the notes on the piano first, since we're going to need that information in order to find T, and then to learn how to find T given Do. So here's your piano. We've gone over this several times. If you need to review it, please watch the video on how to find the notes on the piano. So given that information, how do you find T? Simply, T is a half step below Do. So let's do a few examples here. I'm going to give you a Do. We'll start with the one that we always start with. Let's start with C. If C is Do, I go a half step below that. And in this case, it's very simple. It's B. Let's see if there are other simple examples. Let's pick another one. If G is my Do, I have to go a half step below that, which is this black key. But that black key has two names, G flat and F sharp. So the second part to finding T is to make sure that you choose the letter before Do. So in this case it would be F, but we have F sharp, so T is F sharp when we have our G. Let's do another example. If E flat is my Do, my T is pretty simple, it's D, because that's the letter before it, it's the half step below it. Now, let's do a tricky one. If I have F sharp as my Do, T is F, but we've already used F in the name of F sharp, so it's not going to be F. It has to be some form of the letter E. And in this case, it is E sharp. That's my T to F sharp's Do. Let's do another tricky one. C sharp, that's Do. T, a half step below it, would be C, but we can't use C because it's not the letter before it, so we have to use some form of B. And we just make it B sharp. Let's do a really tricky one. A sharp is my Do. So T is a half step below it, which would make it A. But we can't use A because we used A sharp as Do. So it has to be some form of G. How can I make G play an A? Well, you double sharp it. So G double sharp is T to A sharp. So all you have to remember is that T is a half step below Do, and it will always be some form of the letter before Do. So if C was my Do, then my T has to be some form of the letter B, and so forth. So thanks for watching.